colonists have got themselves set up again since a Zerg chased them out of their old place. They say they've worked out where to find another artifact. Lovely little place called Typhon. There she is, planet Typhon. Don't look so bad.
Yep, sensors indicate... Wait, what the... The star's energy output just jumped 500%. I've never seen anything like it.
Slow down, Matt. What's it mean?
It means the star will go nova in a few hours. Meantime, the planet's getting bombarded by waves of fire.
Fire. Why does it always have to be fire?
Well, the good news is, we've got a significant cache of supplies planetside, so we shouldn't need to build supply depots.
Well, that's something. So where's our artifact?
Right there. Smack dab in the middle of all them Protoss.
Our mobile structures can relocate and keep us just ahead of the fire, but we'll need to salvage everything we can't take with us.
You ain't seriously going down there.
Come on, partner. We got hours till that sun explodes.
Well, let's grab that artifact and get out of here before your Queen of Blades shows up looking for it.
Alright, so now we get a much harder mission. Pretty much just went from one of the easiest missions on Brutal to one of the most difficult ones on Brutal. Pretty much, when Blizzard designed this mission on the Brutal difficulty, they said, yeah, let's make it impossible. Like, literally impossible to do it the correct way. So we pretty much have to use a little bypass. It's not cheating, but it's an oversight from Blizzard, which they won't and can't patch. And also, don't learn how to micro Terran units from me. I play Protoss, so... Well, I play Protoss now. Used to play Terran, but that's a whole different story. But, yeah, I pretty much start out, destroy all the cannons, obviously pylons, depower things. Pretty much know how Protoss work from now, especially if you've done all the Protoss missions like we have. So now that we destroyed all that stuff, we are going to get a base. Your Banshees will get full energy once this cutscene finishes, and I do have the Specialist Energy researched, so Banshees have like an extra 100 max energy. So they probably have like 250 energy or something like that. I remember them having like 150 energy default. So from this tech reactor, we're pretty much just gonna pump Banshees. Hopefully you have the tech reactor by this point. We've done pretty much every mission except, or mission tree except for the Mobius ones, so you should have a tech reactor by this point. And if you don't, then you know, something's wrong with you. So anyway, there's pretty much like 4 research on this, but we're not gonna go for it. We're just gonna get like 2. And the first one's right there. Of course, just venture out with your first 4 cloaked Banshees and just kind of kill anything that you see. The Banshees that you'll have, they'll 2-shot Stalkers, which is like, I don't know what, I should probably check and see what like upgrades the Protoss units have. But you'll 1-shot Sentries, 2-shot Stalkers, and they won't have any detection this way. There will be a Scout that's kind of looming over here, and you don't necessarily have anti-air, which is the only weakness of this strategy, but if you have cloaked Banshees, I mean, they can't even attack them. So, we're good. So, once you clear out that area, just move all your Banshees back, save your cloak. You're not really going to need it too much because you're not going to be on this mission for long. But, yeah, just send your first Marines that you have, grab the artifacts, and yeah, we're just going to wait a little bit. As you can see, the wall of fire kind of makes this mission impossible because you have to balance having no resources with the Protoss having the same size force that they always do. So it's pretty impossible because you pretty much have to use a strategy that bypasses every single Protoss unit. So they're gonna send this stupid attack in, and they're like trying to get my medic, so I'm just like microing her around. And then they realize, oh, that's right, we just lost like 3 zealots trying to kill that medic. Let's go and kill it. And they lose everything. So, pretty stupid attack on their part. So, another nice thing about this mission is no supply depots, so you never have to worry about that. Although if they made it so you had to make supply depots on this level, it would be even more impossible because a wave of fire would destroy them all. And just a quick note about the achievement for this mission where it says lose no units to the wall of fire. Buildings do not count as units. That might seem like, you know, something like that. Yeah, of course, buildings aren't units. But, you know, if you don't get the achievement, it's because you lost a unit to the wall of fire, not a building. Because, you know, it's not like Blizzard's going to force you to kill your reactors and your mercenary contractor building. So just continually make Banshees. We're going to need about 20-ish to do the strategy that I propose. So start out, make a starport down here. This is kind of like a safe area since we cleared it out. And we're just going to have our other starport kind of sit there and pump out units. And there's another achievement on this level for killing 75 enemies with Banshees, and I killed 71. So, you know, I'm not super thrilled. And as you can see, our base is slowly running out of minerals, so I think we're going to lift up our command center very, very soon. So as you can see, Protoss is sending another attack force. Don't forget to cloak. We do have these nice Marines and Marauders that are tanking a lot of damage and doing a lot as well. I think we lost like 1 Marine in that fight. So getting the double medic is a very smart idea because they can heal all units and they can heal themselves. Because you don't want to have 1 medic because then the medic will take damage and he'll never heal it because he can't heal himself. So get another tech reactor on the new starport that we built, and I think we're going to move our command center. Yeah, we're going to move our command center now. Go ahead and lift him off, and there's a nice little base down here. You don't have to rush to the Protoss base. I made that mistake my first time playing through because I didn't know there was a base down here. It doesn't have a lot of Vespene, but you don't really need it for cloaked Banshees. As you can see, our gas is pretty high. As long as we have 1, you can really pump out Banshees fine. That goes for multiplayer too. So the forces that we have of our infantry, we're just gonna kind of keep them here. They aren't really gonna do much afterwards from now, although we are gonna, you know, suicide them to clear out the Protoss base, which we are going to do. So once the command center lands, go ahead and turn all those minerals. Throw down some mules, which I hope you have the orbital upgrade. It is purchasable at the armory. It's not like a Protoss or Zerg research, so it's pretty easy to get, and it's free pretty much. All your command centers at the beginning of your missions will have orbitals on them, which mean mules, which mules are overpowered, so you'll get tons of free minerals pretty much because you don't have to really spend it, and it'll also give you the ability to scan, which you never need to. So go ahead and lift off your starport once it looks like it's getting pretty close. Buildings move faster than the wall of fire, so the wall of fire moves actually pretty slowly. So I think the Protoss send like another attack. A lot of the stuff that they send usually is a hallucination. As you can see, there's like 5 immortals, but they aren't doing a lot of damage. It's because most of them aren't real. I think 2 of them in that group of 5 are real. So you just gotta watch out for the Protoss making things fake. So I think now we have about 16 Banshees, and I think we can one-shot cannons pretty much now. Make sure any new reinforcements are cloaked, of course. And pretty much just kill all the cannons. Once you have all the cannons down, you can pretty much just, you know, have free reign on the base. Of course, you don't want to like leave 1 cannon up. You want to kill all the cannons, and then from there, can pretty much just kill all the stalkers. I think we have close to critical mass. I think we're like at 19-ish right now. I think we can like one-shot cannons at this point, which is pretty much the amount that you need. You can see that like there's some stalkers firing. The Protoss does not make any observers, so you have to keep that in mind. At this point you can decloak. You are going to need some energy for the final part, which is the pretty much going and getting the artifact. But other than that, you don't really need a lot of energy, just enough to cloak and to get you there. So we are going to clear up this base. Just want to make sure that all the immortals and stuff are dead so that they can't make any more units inside your base. Unfortunately, the Protoss decided to get real smart here and went to go attack my base with that like one Colossus and like one Stalker. So I boxed my Marauders, Marines, and Medics, and they can't even hold off one Colossus. So we kind of got a problem. So unfortunately the Colossus lives, so we're going to have to go and deal with it. Unfortunately, it's always a pain. But after we deal with the Colossus, I was feeling a bit too bold. Make sure that all of your starports are pumping Banshees, because the more Banshees you have, the faster you'll be able to kill cannons, which means the faster you'll be able to destroy the artifact. And pretty much it's pretty easy. Once you get the amount of Banshees that you need, it's just a matter of attacking. This mission, if you were to do this the correct way, it would take an incredible amount of skill and luck. But, you know, this method requires absolutely no skill, no luck, and just, you know, massing cloaked Banshees. Anyway, once the command center lands, go ahead and let your SCVs repair all the Banshees, because now we're about to do a death attack, I guess you could call it that. And now, unfortunately, the Protoss are going to attack us, which, you know, that's not nice because we don't have to cloak again. By the way, cloaking does take energy, just the act of cloaking, it takes about 25. So, unfortunately, they were attacking our starports, and we got to stop them. So, once you clean up that annoying, pesky little counterattack, go ahead and decloak again. Don't forget to tell your units to... Oh, go ahead and have your SCVs repair again. And here we're going to make our final save for the level, and we're going to go on ahead and try and beat this. Again, I saved and then it took me one more try. So it's not going to take you an extreme amount of time. So I think we have about 23 Banshees, 23, 24, something like that. So go ahead and make a save, and now we're going to head up. Best edit ever. Now we're going to head up, kind of use this pattern once you're at the Protoss old base. I looked at the Wave of Fire for some reason. So kind of go up here. Once you hit the Protoss base, cloak, take out that cannon. If you don't, you're going to have it's going to have a long radius for the path that you take. Kind of just snipe all the cannons that you can on your way. It'll take a few seconds for the cloaking, or for the vision to go away, but after that, oh, and you gotta watch out for these like pillar things. Some of your Banshees might get caught on them, so watch out for that. Take out this cannon. You should have enough Banshees to one-shot cannons. We are gonna have some scouts and some Phoenix that are gonna try and stop you. So just take out the cannons one by one. Take out that pylon that'll depower that cannon, and just go for the artifact. And if you have enough Banshees, you should have enough to destroy the artifact. And after that, the mission's over. Pretty terrible mission. I don't like it. It forces you to act super rashly. But yeah, that's Supernova, one of the hardest brutal missions. And I guess we'll move on to the next mission.